Hello Aries, it's Maggie the Aries Gypsy bringing you your December 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of December here, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here and watch these videos. It is a blessing to be able to create them. For those of you who are celebrating Christmas and New Year's and all of that at the end of the month, I hope you have a blessed, happy, safe holiday. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for you. Cross watchers, if you're cross watching for an Aries, relevant for you as well. It's a general reading, so it might resonate a little differently for everyone who watches it. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. If you know any of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you should watch those videos as well for additional insight and perspective. If something hits home for you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, we are in the holiday season and personal readings do make wonderful gifts. Or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested, you can click on the description of this video, click on the word more, and you'll see my contact information there. You can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see my PayPal me link there for those of you who care to donate, and my gratitude to those of you who do. I'd love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you quickly, same day or within 24 hours with more info. I do offer a wide variety of readings, all areas of life, different types, length, cost, styles, spreads. The 6 and 12-month overviews are particularly popular this time of year as we're transitioning out of one year and starting a new one. It covers all different kinds of areas and aspects of your life for the next 6 or 12 months, so something to think about too. I am quite diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings because this is what I do full time. So again, if you're interested, email me. Okay, Aries, let's see what the second half of December is bringing in for you. We begin with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Showing up as a Queen's general reading could be male as well. Likely you, but for some of you it might be another fire sign or some very energetic, charismatic individual showing up here. New opportunities here, exciting new opportunities. We have the beginning of a new path, or at least the opportunity to start down it. Holds a lot of passion, desire, excitement, enthusiasm, creativity, inspiration. Next we have the Four of Cups with the Hanging Man. Apathy and indecision could cost you here, Aries. The Four of Cups with the Hanging Man represents somebody who might be missing out on a really good opportunity out of a sense of apathy, laziness, or fear, and a different shift in perspective is required, which so that you don't miss out on an opportunity, which is likely the opportunity in the Ace of Wands, whatever that means to you. Could be love, could be work, could be something else. The Hanging Man requires a kind of a sacrifice, at least a temporary sacrifice of ego, in the sense that it requires you to set aside a certain current perspective, meaning a way of looking at something, and kind of shifting to a different position so that you can see something in a different way, right? Which is usually difficult for us to do. We kind of have to set aside our own egos to go, okay, well, this is my belief system or my ideology. This is the way I've looked at this up until now. But maybe I need to look at it a different way, because that's what the Hanging Man is. He hangs upside down, which might be a temporarily uncomfortable or strange feeling position to be in, but he can see things from a different perspective and often gain new knowledge and information about that. And that's what's required here in order to really see this offer or opportunity for what looks like the beautiful opportunity it is. Next, we have the Three of Wands, which is a card of starting to see your efforts paying off, starting to see ideas and efforts, taking root, and looking forward to growth and expansion and building more and outwards in the future. with the Nine of Swords, which is a card about being kind of paralyzed almost by your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, fear of an unknown future, and you're trying to imagine that future, thinking about it too much, and with like the worst possible negative outcome. This whole reading. Well, let me pull from the bottom of the deck for overall energy. Yeah, overall energy is the Seven of Swords. Your beliefs, or what you think your belief system might need to be, isn't matching your actions, perhaps. But this whole reading, Aries, is kind of like, I could start down this new path. I could take this opportunity. This opportunity could lead to, building and growing and expanding. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid to walk this path. I'm afraid to take it any further. I'm afraid to continue down or even start down on it, even though it's showing to be a beautiful opportunity, because I'm stuck with the fear of what might happen if I do. Perhaps you've been through something similar in the past and it didn't work out well. Maybe that was challenging or even painful or traumatic, and you're afraid perhaps of history repeating itself. So you're afraid of taking this. When the opportunity is in front of you, and it's going to require a shift in perspective. And here it's about kind of balancing. Yeah, there's always a chance that this could go wrong or that something wouldn't work out, but there's also this other side, this other perspective of the possibility and potential of it, right? Instead of allowing your fears to make the decision for you, which keep you stuck and stop you from growth and expansion in this area. I have no idea what area this is. I mean, it's a general reading. It's not coming across quite clearly yet. It could be in career or work. It might be social. It might be in the relationship sector here. I'm not getting any earth or pentacles or coins energy yet, just water and fire, and some mental energy. So it might be relationship or something like that for some of you. But it's a general reading. Whatever area of life it is that it resonates for you that's watching it, the fundamental energy remains the same. There's an opportunity here. Fear and insecurity of it not working out is keeping you kind of stuck in this place and keeping you from expanding. And it's also going to cost you this opportunity, at some point. All right, let's take a look at that overall energy of the Seven of Wands. The Hanging Man again. The Seven of Swords again. And the Hierophant, the traditional path, the tried and true path. It feels here like either your values, your deeply held values or beliefs or faith even, isn't matching your actions. Right? Kind of a bit of a hypocritical energy here. It may be that you're trying to figure out, or you're considering trying to take advantage of this new opportunity without putting as much effort or commitment into it as it actually does require, which again, it feels like there's a kind of a challenge here with morals and ethicals and not being hypocritical. I think for a lot of you, all in the name of protecting yourself. But that kind of stuff always comes home to roost. I mean, it's karma, right? It's energy. If you try to cut corners and do things perhaps in a deceitful or in a manner that doesn't align with what you know to be right and true, it always kind of has a way of coming back and kind of kicking us later. Because we are quite literally not operating in good faith. Challenge, it's temptation here for that. And again, I think it's based on, maybe wanting to take a full advantage of something without, committing to it in the way that it requires. And, that's not right. It's an unevenness of energy there. All right, let's take a look at the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It might be an opportunity with another individual, be it love or romance or something else, that holds an awful lot of promise, and the promise of actually growing and expanding and building something with this person. The Four of Cups again. The Sun and the Three of Cups. I'm not sure I entirely like this energy because it still represents that sense of apathy, maybe a little bit of entitlement, or saying, you know, I've already got this. I don't know if I necessarily need to put the effort into more. I just want to kind of have a good time here. There might be some holiday energy mixed up in this too, right? Because we are looking at the last half of the year. So, but yeah, just a general sense of, I don't want to, I'm already getting these needs met and they're familiar with me, even though it's not everything I want. Again, it's fear of kind of moving forward and taking advantage of an opportunity because you may be afraid of the commitment or what it requires of you. It's kind of like you're only focusing on what you see as the negative aspects of it or the heavy aspects of it, and not really focusing on what it could actually be, what you could actually build and grow on and expand on in quite a beautiful way. Let's take a look at that Four of Cups and the Hanging Man. The Moon. The Eight of Swords, the Fool. The Moon and the Eight of Swords, I mean, some of you during this time may be going through a period of kind of reevaluating your values, your ideals, your kind of belief system and perspective. Maybe starting to ask yourself, you know, maybe I don't need to hold on to some of these behavior patterns and some of, you know, this belief system anymore. But the temptation to justify and excuse it is still pretty strong. That Eight of Swords is trapped by your own mental self-limitations because you think moving forward or moving out of these Circle of Swords is just going to be too hard. Well, you know, I would have to do this, and I would have to be responsible for that, and I would have to commit to that, and I would have to do this, and it looks very challenging and too hard for me, and I can't because of this, and I can't because of that, and I can't because of the other thing. I mean, fill in the blank, right? All the reasons and excuses and justifications we give ourselves to keep ourselves actually stuck in a cycle of fear and insecurity, but we think it keeps us safe. When in fact, what it could be, if you put in the effort, the extra level of responsibility or commitment, could be quite beautiful. We're looking here at an opportunity that's about growth and expansion and building something truly beautiful. I mean, you know that saying, anything worth having is worth working for. If it comes for free, it's probably not going to last or hold its value, right? So it's going to require you stepping out of your comfort zone, taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Three of Wands, Nine of Swords. Four of Wands, one of the happy home celebration cards, one of the traditional wedding cards of the tarot. It might be relationship for some of you. It speaks of the importance of our social connections, the things that give our life meaning and purpose. The Two of Wands, Judgment, the Chariot. It's all about the choices. Judgment is standing at a pretty significant crossroads in your life. Judgment calls us to account for ourselves, right? What we actually choose and do. This is your opportunity to speak for yourself, to answer for yourself, to account for yourself. What you choose to do, what you don't choose to do. Choosing to do nothing is a choice too, as well. Yeah, I mean, the Chariot says you can make of it what you want. The Chariot is a card of success through perseverance, determination, willpower. It's focusing your eyes on the goal and making sure that all the choices and decisions you make are oriented towards that goal, no matter how many moving parts or challenges there are. That's what the Chariot card represents, because that's where the success and the winning comes in here. So, I mean, the onus of this is kind of on you, Aries, meaning that you can say no to this opportunity. It will go away. You can challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you can't banish your fears and insecurities completely. That's okay. But you can balance them with also holding in the other hand, the possibility and potential of what this could be once you put the work and the commitment and the responsibility into it. Could be quite rewarding, but free will, free agency. So I'm going to end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Aries. The High Priestess and the Two of Swords. This is all about making a tough decision based on your intuition, and the truth and the facts and the logic that you have about this situation, whether it's a work, a job, a relationship. Okay, what has it been so far? What kind of grasp, what handle, what do I know about it so far? And what does your intuition tell you? Strong energy here about trusting in your intuition, that gut instinct. Where does it pull you to? Not your surface emotions or your fears, but deeper than that, your intuition. Some people call it higher self, some people call it gut instinct. It's all the same thing, right? Needing to trust in that, needing to listen to that, excuse me, to make the best decision for yourself here. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water, of emotion, of love. Accept the offer, take the offer, return the energy so that it keeps flowing in a symbiotic sort of way. The Wheel of Fortune, embrace the change, embrace the unknown. The Three of Wands, again with the Knight of Wands. This is kind of like Spirit saying, Aries, go now, right? It's like this, the pistol has gone off, the starting gate is open, and Spirit's like, go. That's the energy here. Again, we are self-determining creatures. We have been given that gift, free will, free agency. I don't have a vote. If I did, I'd vote yes. I will leave it there, Aries. Those are your messages for the second half of December. For those of you for whom it resonated, I hope it was helpful, clarifying, gave you something to chew on, or you simply like the reading style. Either way, if you are interested in taking a deeper look at it and reaching out for a personal reading with me, for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video, that word more, and you'll see my contact information there, email address, and my PayPal link as well. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay safe, stay well, have a wonderful, blessed, safe holiday. I hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.